Hey everyone, it's Justin. Thank you for watching and or listening to the podcast, and welcome to my house. It's time for another ServiceNow Store highlights video. That's SSH version 05032024, our first episode of May 2024. We've got 39 new or updated applications released since our last episode. You can see that number 39 right there above my head. That means there are 5 compatibility updates, 1 fix, 16 highlights, 6 minor updates, 7 new releases, and 4 release notes fails. Let's jump right in and take a look at those compatibility updates. We've got, again, 5 of them. Active Control DevOps integration, Evolve and Change Analytics for ITSM, Fujitsu WE, Vectra Threat Detection for ITSM, and Vectra Threat Detection for Security Operation. Not plural, just one operation. Those are our compatibility updates. There was one fix. Employee Center Packs from ServiceNow's Innovation Lab had a small fix on theirs. With regards to minor updates, we had 6 of those: Book and Pay, Carbon Control, New Relic Alerts integration, PagerDuty for customer service management, Recorded Future for security incident response and threat intelligence, and SureStep connector for Cube. All had some minor updates. And we unfortunately had 4 release notes fails. If you haven't seen an episode before, a release notes fail just means that the release notes weren't sufficient, or they were missing, incomplete, or duplicative of the last release notes. And so I can't tell you what's new, what changed with these particular applications. So that list is Cofense Intelligence Phishing Threat Lookup, Data Content Manager, Nucleus Security, and Service Graph Connector for Kong. All were release notes fails for the purposes of this episode. Now, we do have 7 new releases to cover in this episode. First up is going to be API Insights. Manage a holistic inventory of APIs used across an enterprise and initiate workflows. This is from ServiceNow's Innovation Lab, which means it's not supported, does not carry any warranties, and usually can't be put in production, but I don't see any of that language on this particular one. The key features for this one are API inventory and workflows, centralization of API data, and configurable workflows. That's about all the information we got on this one. No screenshots for that new application. Our next one is DomainTools Farsight DNSDB. Start here, know now. The key features for this one: enhanced configuration management, seamlessly configure your DNSDB Flex, DNSDB RData, DNSDB Summarize RData, DNSDB RR Set, and DNSDB Summarize RR Set actions with ease. Leverage DNSDB rate limit functionality for efficient DNS database querying, ensuring optimal performance. Streamline playbooks, utilize the power of DomainTools Iris Investigate in conjunction with Farsight PDNS. Investigate domains associated with incidents, enriching them with detailed whois and infrastructure insights. Access associated subdomains effortlessly through Farsight's DNSDB. Subscription to DomainTools Iris Investigate and Farsight DNSDB API required for playbook execution. And under Actionable Insights, execute actions such as Investigate Domain and DNSDB RData seamlessly within your playbooks for comprehensive incident resolution. They did give us some screenshots. First up is going to be an observable enrichment results view under the new UI. This is all of the observable enrichment results. It's just like a list view. Next is some activities or work notes, automation activities on a record showing the automation happening. Next screenshot is showing the integration capability record. Next screenshot is the configuration of the integration by providing an API username and API key. And then we're back to our observable enrichment view for this new application from DomainTools LLC. Next up, also from DomainTools LLC, is going to be DomainTools Iris Investigate. Start here, know now. Key features for this one: efficient workflow actions, investigate domain, domain risk score, reverse IP, pivot by registrant name /org, pivot by name server /mxip, reverse email, return domains from search hash, enrich domain, comprehensive playbooks, Iris Investigate integration, guided pivots, malicious tags tracking, and Iris enriched domain. There are some screenshots on this one too. First one up is going to be the integration configuration where we provide an API key. Next up is the observable enrichments view we just saw in our previous app, and the activity notes we saw in our previous app, and the what is this one? This is the DomainTools integration capability configuration or record forms, and back to the other screenshot. So not really any new screenshots on this one, but that's 2 new apps from the team at DomainTools LLC. Next up on our list is going to be Fujitsu ERP Transformation Accelerator. Leverage process and technical accelerators to quickly transform legacy ERP processes into consumable workflows. Key features on the functional side: evolve ERP user experience with pre-built templates, create modern processes via low-code guided interfaces, connect processes to any data source across the organization. On technical features, ERP customization mining and ERP data hub streamline ERP analysis and connections, leverage ML, AI, and robotic process automation, and maintain and evolve applications with low-code development. No screenshots on that new app, so we'll move on to our next one. It's going to be NT Data. Wait for that to load here. Okay, well, this application is no longer found. It must have been withdrawn from being released. So, that's never happened live in an episode before. So I'm going to leave it as a new release. Actually, I can't change this one from here. It's not a release notes fail. I don't want to fail it, but it's not a new release. So what I'm going to do is, we'll call it a ghost. I forgot I had the ghost category. So ghost meaning it was there, now it's not. So we'll just change that to ghost, and we'll move on to the next applications in our list. Let me click refresh there. Yeah, now I got ghost showing up. So I've got a new metric there. Then that leaves us with riteMaintenance from Rite Solutions Incorporated, streamlining DoD maintenance workflows, aggregating asset visibility, and improving operational visibility. Key features: the riteMaintenance app tracks maintenance requests, maintenance tasks, department locations, and the parts sent through the maintenance process. Users can configure flows that will generate specific maintenance tasks depending on the type of maintenance process chosen. As tasks are completed, new tasks are open. This enables task workers to begin their work as soon as previous tasks are complete. The maintenance information is all stored in one location, helping prevent data loss and improving communication. We've got some screenshots. First is a marketing slick, looks like Rite Solutions riteMaintenance. Next is a dashboard in ServiceNow showing the assignment group, component, location, home port, and some other metrics on the dashboard. Next screenshot is showing the maintenance request portal, maybe that's a portal. I'm not really quite sure what that is, but could be a workspace. But has a list of requests that you can request into maintenance tasks. And then we're back to our marketing screenshot at the beginning. So that's what's new from the team at Rite Solutions Inc. And last new release on this list, on this episode, is going to be XMCyber VR Integration, enhancing vulnerability prioritization with XMCyber Integration. Key features: XMCyber asset ingestion, linking additional risk data, and application risk measurement. For those that are watching, there's a bunch more text in there that you might want to go check out to learn more. There are some screenshots. First is the screenshot of the menu item from the All Application menu. Next is the configuration page or record showing the name and API key. Next screenshot is a list of devices or device table. And then we're back to our menu. So that's what's new from the team at XMCyber VR Integration. And that is our new releases, which leaves us with the highlights for this episode. We've got 16 of them, so we'll jump right in. First up on the list is going to be Avanair RFP Flow, updated to version 4.5.0. And in this version, multi-currency support with an ability to define the primary and preferred currencies for suppliers to respond in, enabling internationalization with multilingual support for the labels, mouse hover tooltips, column names, menu, buttons, and pop-up messages, ability to review terms and conditions and confirm RFX participation by the suppliers through the supplier portal, ability to broadcast messages to multiple suppliers simultaneously, bulk contract creation capability for multiple suppliers before publishing RFX, ability to create reusable online RFX templates with the possibility to customize for specific needs of RFX, ability to initiate contract creation with the vendor before officially awarding the sourcing event, ability to recall a published sourcing event before the evaluation stage, ability to include additional information for questions and sections for conveying specific instructions or guidelines to the suppliers, support of complex mathematical formulas within the pricing table, automatic failure handling mechanism for both publishing and response processing workflows with an option to manually republish an event or reprocess response via the screen. Quite a bit of details there. We love that from the team at Avanair. They have one more on the list here, Avanair RFP Flow Supplier Portal updated to version 2.5.0, and in this version, RFX participation confirmation was updated, preview milestones, supplementary information display for questions, multi-currency support, recall RFX, and complex formula support on pricing response. This also had more details. I just read the headers on that one, so if you want to know more, go check out this update from Avanair for Avanair RFP Flow Supplier Portal. Next highlight is going to be Connect Quick, updated to version 4.0.0, and in this version it adds additional functionality, data types for mapping, ability to handle complex payloads, timeout and retry policy, variables can now be mapped, flow step/spoke, rest get, and synchronous option, all in this release from April 23rd, 2024. Next up is going to be DevOps Utils, updated version 1.1.0. In this version, they have a new automated task, new automated incident management, and added improved logger. Next highlight, Environmental Health and Safety Incident and Investigation, updated version 7.6.0. And in this version, in the workspace, they updated the Incident Center, a new My Task list for open and closed incidents for non-managers, minor updates to injury/illness layouts, updated OSHA 301 PDF generation, and two updates to OSHA 301 PDF generation. They relabeled the work start to when employees started work to match OSHA 301 language, and there's a list of bug fixes that you might want to go check out if you're interested in this updated application from the team at Serenity EHS. They have another one for inspection and audit management, updated version 7.6.0, and in this version, users can now define custom multiple choice response types for inspection templates. Inspection response scoring, users can now apply scoring rules to inspection templates. Scores are calculated as a percentage of the maximum possible score, and scores roll up to provide an overall inspection score and individual scores for each section of the inspection. Yeah, can't talk. In the workspace, there's a new inspection template page, a new inspection page, and an updated inspection center. Similar to the other one, there's some more details there you might want to go check out. Plus, there is a list on this one of a handful, 4 of them to be exact, bug fixes that you may want to check out if you're interested in this updated app from the team at Serenity EHS. Next highlight is going to be My Sheets from ServiceNow's Innovation Lab, updated version 1.2.0, and in this version they've introduced Calendar View, create calendar views from your existing grid/list, and integer support, add columns to hold integer/float type data within the My Sheets application. Next highlight, Office Templater was updated to version 3.1.2, and in this version, under Enhancements, export images attached to records, generation of multiple files, and the Washington compatible version, and 2 fixes, split by sheet issues resolved, and multiple fixes to field tag designer. I think that should be field. I think it's missing an L. But that's what's new from the team at Convevo Portugal Unipesola LDA. I don't even know if I pronounced any of that right. Next up, Quality Clouds was updated version 10.1.0, and in this version, under New Features, Run Diagnostics. This feature allows a customer to identify misconfigurations and errors within the Quality Clouds app. Enhancements to Live Check. This tag sets in the Quality Clouds portal are visible now in the issues in ServiceNow. The global component installer is available now only for admin users, and the API keys are now revoked when a user is deactivated in ServiceNow. As far as stabilization, the pagination has been improved for all the endpoints, new internal standardized error handling, and consolidated all on display business rules over the same table. Next highlight is going to be Return Center. Return Center was updated to version 2.2.18, and they've brought support for asset destruction and disposal workflows, cancel order capability, delete, remove from configuration items. Users can request pickup of more than 999 assets on an order. ServiceNow delivery address resolution is enhanced, added differentiation of services by type, and updated the welcome email. Next in our list of highlights is going to be XMCyber, updated to version 2.0.0, and in this version they added usage of GraphQL for data retrieval process, multi-field mapping, scheduler mechanism based on Flow Engine, and UI improvements. Alright, the next new application is going to be Serenity Core, not new, updated, sorry. updated to version 7.6.0, and in this version, in the workspace, there's a new advanced list center. Whoops, got something funky on my screen there. New Advanced List Center, Establishment Center, Operational Risk Assessment Center, New Risk Assessment Page, V2, Findings and Action Center, Investigation Center, and updates to the investigation page. Under each one of those headers I just read, there's multiple updates to each of those components, so you may want to go check that out. There's also an additional section, we'll read through that real quick, a new schedule experience and script logic for scheduling repeated tasks. Deactivating an initiative deactivates any active schedules for that initiative. First and last name required on person records. Support for email links to direct to related workspace pages. Added a new property to disable workspace redirection for non-admin users. Entity mapping updates for organization, establishments, and people. Synced attributes are now read-only for organization, establishments, and people, and removed deprecated playbook dependencies. There's also a list of bug fixes that you may or may not be interested in, but I won't read those to you, so you can go check those out if you're interested on what's new for the Serenity Core application from Serenity EHS Inc. Next up is going to be T-Systems Connector, updated version 2.2.320. And in this one, major changes, enhancement, basic function for change to change integration in connector. Let's see, it's got a bunch of text in there and describing that. At first, basic functionality was added in this release to support the synchronization from change to change instead of synchronizing against a RITM or requested item. So that's the gist of what this enhancement is to their application. Next highlight's going to be from Terraform. Terraform was updated to version 2.5.0, and this version, the updates include the ability to create workspaces powered by Terraform no-code modules and simplified mid-server routing. Next highlight is going to be Vivid Charts, updated to version 1.7.0, and in this version, Vivid Sheets data is now available as a data source for some chart types. The introduction to builder workflows is part of this release, allowing for more contextual editor and building experiences for the different types of outputs builders are trying to achieve. A new chart menu experience allows for better organization, management, and support for chart types and templates. A builder can now multi-select elements on the editor using keyboard commands or marquee selection. Builders can now utilize an encoded query they've created via an encoded query input, in which case these conditions are used in place of conditions from the condition builder. Click-through capabilities were added to both the shape and image elements. Selected filters can now be displayed on the viewer or download. There's some messaging on the platform that now utilizes UI messages. Style options for the nested list chart type were enhanced. When building a chart using group by option, variables are now an option for the group by on the requested item table. List charts now have a sticky header. Score chart type now has a percentage score formatting. A new template was added to support the MSP hub. Under chart type name updates, there were 5 chart types that had a name change to better reflect the chart's value and expected output. And I think they list them right there below that. And then, like we're seeing a lot today, there's a bunch of detailed fixes. So I'm not going to read through all these because we'll be here for 10 minutes. But if you're interested in what's new from the team at Vivid Charts, you might want to check out the release notes. Very thorough, very well documented. Thank you, team at Vivid Charts LLC. They do have one more, Vivid Sheets, updated version 1.1.0. And in this version, when you share a sheet, there is now a data source access tab, which allows the owner to share the sheet's information as a data source for a Vivid Charts chart. There is a new link in the header, charts that reference the sheet, which allows the user to see and navigate to the Vivid Charts reports and charts that are being supported by that particular sheet. And that is our entire list of highlights for the episode, so you've seen it all. Let's take a look at the details one more time. They've changed a little bit. We only have 6 new releases now, 16 highlights, 5 compatibility updates, 6 minor updates, and I can tell my ghost application isn't showing here. It truly is a ghost because it's so rare I don't even have it on the summary screen, so don't forget that's there. That's why the new releases went down by 1 to 6 from 7, and now there's a ghost one. But then we also have 1 fix and 4 release notes fails. I hope you found this video or podcast helpful. If you did, please like, please subscribe, or share it with somebody who you think might be interested in what's new or what got updated in the ServiceNow store. And until next time, don't forget to always be learning.